7HOFM traffic for Bridgestone Tyre Centres, Hobart, Moona, Brighton and Huonville.
Starting to see it field now, just a touch on Richmond Road in Cambridge, north of the Tasman, not far from the wineries. The Tasman itself fairly clear, a bit patchy on the Brooker, particularly around Risdon Road and Derwent Park Road area there. Not too bad around Goodwood Road as you make your city-bound approach. The southern outlet moving nicely from Kingston. Have you recently been overseas or in contact with someone with coronavirus? Stay home and monitor your health. If flu-like symptoms appear, seek medical advice. Visit health.gov.au, authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra. That's the latest real-time traffic on 101.7 7HO FM.
Made in Hobart 7 days a week. This is 7HOFM News.
For the all-new living room, now open at 174 Elizabeth Street, Hobart. Good morning, I'm Alex Jackson. Tasmania is the only state not to record new coronavirus cases yesterday, the total remaining on 69 with 2 deaths and 10 recoveries. It's a different story interstate. As Pat Mitchell reports, 6 staff at Melbourne's Box Hill Hospital have caught COVID-19.
Clinical Director of Infectious Diseases, Stephen Guy, says how they became infected with COVID-19 is unknown. They all work within separate parts of the hospital and they don't live together.
At this stage, we're really unclear as to where our staff members have acquired their COVID-19.
The hospital has been thoroughly cleaned and contract tracing is underway. The situation again highlights the risks faced by all healthcare workers during the pandemic and the increased prevalence of community transmission of the virus in Victoria, the state yesterday seeing a 25% rise.
A multi-million-dollar support package will provide a lifeline for Australia's agricultural and fisheries exports during the pandemic. Seafood was one of the first sectors to be hit. The Morrison government will facilitate flights full of Australian produce into key overseas markets, and they'll return with medical supplies. Trade, Tourism and Investment Minister Simon Birmingham.
So this is a sign that there's increasing demand in some parts of the world, particularly China, for this produce, and it's an opportunity to protect some Australian jobs while many others are under so much pressure at present.
There's been broad acclaim for the Morrison government's $130 billion JobKeeper package, the early childhood sector saying it can't come soon enough. Early Childhood Australia fears some centres could close down by the end of the week due to plunging attendances. While job payments will be backdated to this week, it'll need to clear a special sitting of Parliament next month. Tasmanian President Rod Cornish says the sector's on its knees.
It's not going to be the answer for everybody because you have to meet a criteria of at least a 30% downturn in your business. Many services will meet that easily, I should imagine.
Tasmania's border clampdown is limiting the arrival of locum doctors into the state, with one emergency department closing at night in response. Tasmanian Broadcasters understands locums haven't been spared the tough border measures, which place non-essential arrivals into 2 weeks of quarantine. Authorities have closed the Mersey Community Hospital's emergency department from 10 p.m. tonight until 8 a.m. tomorrow. Anyone who presents will be sent elsewhere. Meantime, the Royal Hobart Hospital has limited visitors to one at a time for half an hour only. An investigation into firearm trafficking in the state's northwest has seen 6 people charged. Here's Rory O'Grady.
From Wynyard, a 27-year-old woman and a 33-year-old man. From Boat Harbour, a 32-year-old woman and a 27-year-old man. And from Burnie, a 38-year-old woman and a 27-year-old man are the accused. 4 of them are also facing charges of aggravated burglary and stealing. They'll front the Burnie Magistrates Court on Monday. Currently, 3 of them are in custody, but 2 have been granted bail.
And briefly, a large shed's been destroyed by fire at Waterloo in the Huon Valley. Several passers-by raised the alarm after seeing flames on the property on the Huon Highway.
The latest sports news is next on 7HOFM.
Whoa, can you read this? Nah, too dark in here.
It's gonna get a lot darker when winter comes and the sun goes out.
The sun won't go out, Baz, but you should go to Globes Lighting now and get some more lights. That'll brighten things up around here.
More lights? Geez, thanks, Baz. Why didn't I think of that?
Globes Lighting North Hobart. Lighting up winter with price-smashing deals.
Globes Lighting, more lights than the Milky Way.
Is that snow I see on the mountain? There's only one way to keep really warm this winter. Harvey Norman has your heating solution all wrapped up. Panels, ceramic, fan, radiant heaters and so much more. Harvey Norman has the biggest range all ready to go. And don't forget, every size you could need in electric blankets too, from single right through to king size. Relax, stay warm and leave the cold outside with a great deal from Harvey Norman. Cambridge Park, Hobart City and Moona.
7HOFM Sport.
For Tas Hotel and Catering Supplies Superstore in Warwick Street, North Hobart. Open direct to the public.
AFL boss Kevin McLaughlin says he's confident clubs will get a 17-round season in this year, but is unable to provide a time frame. He's upheld his commitment to maintaining all 18 clubs through the pandemic. And speculation North Melbourne could move to Tasmania has drawn an angry response from the club's Tasmanian-born chairman Ben Buckley, who says it isn't being discussed and won't be. And Australia's top cricketers remain in limbo, with Cricket Australia yet to release its contracted players list. It's understood talks get underway this week. Skipper Tim Payne remains open-minded about what's down the track.
Things happen similar to what's happening in football and other sports, and we've certainly got to do our bit to make sure that the game survives.
I'm Alex Jackson. That's the latest in news and sport.
Free news 24/7 at 7HOFM.com.au and Facebook. Made in Hobart 7 days a week. 101.7 7HOFM Hobart weather.
For Cooper Automotive, price they quote is the price you pay guaranteed.
We've got another good day coming up, partly cloudy with 20 degrees, although there's a slight chance of a shower tonight. Tomorrow afternoon we'll get rain with 18, then the odd shower Friday, wet for the weekend. Right now 14 degrees in the world's best city.
7HOFM breakfast with Sarah, Mick and Jono.
Well, next up, I don't know whether either of you saw the Ben Cousins interview the other night.
I didn't see it.
No. Oh, well, I'll tell you all about it next.
Oh, good one.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. 11 past 7. Sarah, Mick and Jono, 7HOFM.